The McDonald's Snack Wrap is back. You brought it back. Ranch Snack Wrap. Spicy Snack Wrap. You broke the internet for a snack. Snack Wrap is back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
In Walmart Sue Newville, time was ticking away. Only a few nights left till the big holiday. But last-minute gifters had no need to worry. Walmart Express Delivery got their gifts in a hurry. From Nintendo to Nespresso and Lego Flowers, they could check off their lists in as fast as an hour. All of Newville, East, West, South, and North could order gifts up until 5 p.m. on December 24th. So this holiday, just do as the Who's do. With gift delivery this fast, they all gasped. From Walmart, who knew? Subject to availability, terms and fees apply.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the protection of an offensive guard on the football field, but getting an elementary school crossing guard. Sure, they're both guards, but you can only trust one to keep your quarterback safe when the game is on the line. So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Here's my 30-second story with Guinness. As soon as my sister and I get home for the holidays, we don't even unpack. We head straight to our pub. The bartender already knows our order, Guinness and fries. We laugh all night, catch up with old friends, and walk home with faces sore from smiling. It's one of my favorite nights of the year. That was my 30-second story with Guinness.
Guinness Draft Stout. Please enjoy responsibly. Imported by Diageo Beer Company, USA, New York, New York.
REI Co-op presents a perfect outdoor moment with the perfect gift. Picture this. You're ripping with your favorite person. Bluebird skies, blower powder, and frankly, you're skiing like legends.
So sick. Another lap?
Thanks to REI's curation, from lid to sticks, you nailed the gift.
No way. How'd you know?
Does it get more perfect than that? Give without guessing. Shop in store or visit rei.com.
So much changed during the bye week for the Eagles. And I don't think people really understand how the trajectory of this Eagles team has improved. Welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is, covering news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, jointly here on the Eagles Pinpull Podcast Network and the STT Sports Network on YouTube. Guys, wherever you're watching, on YouTube, online, audio, video, whatever, make sure you're liking wherever you're and following and subscribing any of the platforms you're watching or listening to this on. And make sure you tune in Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. to Trending in the AM, 90 minutes or more of live Philadelphia sports talk every day, taking your thoughts and opinions on everything I talk about here, plus everything else happening in Philly sports. The Phillies, red hot right now, news-wise with the offseason. So make sure you guys tune in. I got today's episode linked below. Make sure you check it out and tune in live at 8 a.m. Guys, the Eagles are 3-3 since the bye week. They went into the bye week and came out to play Green Bay and Detroit. And they've been 3-3 since then. During the bye week, they made an acquisition of Jalen Phillips. We all know the story, okay? We all know how he's been playing. But do we realize that despite being 3-3, despite losing 3 games in a row, in some pretty brutal fashion, that Cowboys and Bears game, pretty brutal, okay? I don't think we realize or understand how much improvement has happened despite being 3-3. And I want to talk about the defense here for a majority of this episode and highlight 3 names. And some of them I've highlighted. I'm going to highlight them again. Jalen Phillips might go down as Howie Roseman's best in-season trade of all time. I know LeGarrette Blount Jay Ajayi getting traded here in 2017 to add to LeGarrette Blount, help that backfield dominate on the way to our first ever Super Bowl. But Jalen Phillips and this Eagles defense coming out of the bye against Green Bay, total defense, the Eagles were ranked 23rd, 336.3 yards per game. And they were giving up the 19th most points per game at 23.1. Now this Eagles defense, 6 weeks later, they've gone from 23rd in total defense to 14th in total defense, 19th in points given up to 6th in points given up. That's a drastic jump. Since then, since week 10, okay, since Jalen Phillips got here, these stats are per Jeff Kerr, okay? Number 1 in points per game given up since week 10 and Jalen Phillips getting here, 14.3. Fifth in pressure rate, fifth in sack rate, fourth in total sacks, second in passer rating allowed, 10th in yards per game, and sixth in takeaways. Jalen Hunt, I don't know if we understand how great of a season he's having, really. Okay? There are 19 players that have 50 or more quarterback pressures this year. And this stat comes from Anthony DeBona. Love Anthony DeBona. 19 players, 50 or more pressures, right? Only one player in NFL this year has done that, 50 or more pressures, in under 350 snaps. And that's Jalen Hunt. And obviously, Nolan Smith is in the top 3 in NFL pressures this year since week 10. 24% rate for him getting pressure since week 10. This Eagles defense, the pressure that this Eagles defense is able to put on opponents. We got Marcus Mariota 2 of the next 3 weeks. I don't think people realize how good they're doing. And you know what's crazy about this? I didn't even mention Quinion Mitchell or Cooper DeJean's name. I didn't mention the fact that the Eagles have nobody. And Tuesday afternoon, Pro Bowl voting ends, so I'll probably know tomorrow on the episode if any Eagles make the Pro Bowl. But nobody was in the top 5 of Pro Bowl voting, a 9-5 team, first in their division, coming off a Super Bowl victory, whatever. You know, just hungry dogs, want it more, right? But not only do we not have anybody in the top 5, Quinion Mitchell isn't even one of the top 10 voted on Pro Bowl cornerbacks in the NFL. The disrespect that the Eagles are getting on defense is kind of crazy. It's actually insane when you say it out loud. And that comes down to Vic Fangio. I said it on yesterday's episode. Vic Fangio, 37% of the time he's coached this Eagles defense, they've given up 1 touchdown or less. Vic Fangio, phenomenal defensive coordinator. Vic Fangio should get our undivided, should get every ounce of confidence from us that he could take us to the Super Bowl just on the defense alone. And the offense is getting better with Kevin Patullo. We've seen things start to change, right? And I just want to remind everybody about how great Nick Sirianni is. And I've been pumping the Nick Sirianni stats the last week or two out there. There are only 10 head coaches since 1970. That is 55 years. Only 10 head coaches in NFL history that have won or had a winning record for their first 5 seasons as a head coach. Some of these names, Sean McVay, everybody loves him. Mike Holmgren, okay, Bill Cowher, George Seifert, Chuck Knox. These are just some of the names that Nick Sirianni now is in the same breath as a head coach. One little side note, Jalen Hurts under center. This is per Brendan Deeg. I wrote it down because I thought it was interesting. Under center, passing this year, he's only thrown the ball under center 34 times, but he's completed 22 of those passes for over 300 yards passing and just over 125 quarterback rating. He's only taken 2 sacks when he lines up under center. Got to do a better job of putting him under center more frequently because the offense does flow. On Saturday, the 5 p.m. game, we're going to get the same Joe Davis crew, Joe Davis, Greg Olsen, and Pam Oliver calling the game. There's not much information from practice on Tuesday. Obviously, with the short week, it's just a walkthrough. So we'll get the real understanding and real injury reports and stuff on tomorrow's show. But that's what I got today. This Eagles defense has literally gone from 19th to 6th in points per game since the bye week. And that right there is why they have my utmost confidence that they are going to dominate when the playoffs come around. Guys, everybody have a great day. Tune into Trending in the AM live at 8 a.m. Go Birds. And as always, bubbles up.
Witness the colossal boxing showdown nobody expected, live on Netflix. International superstar Jake Paul, the sport's most watched fighter, takes on Britain's 2-time unified heavyweight world champion and Olympic gold medalist, Anthony A.J. Joshua, in the most dangerous and defining matchup of their careers. This is Judgment Day. Watch Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua, Friday, December 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on Netflix.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso. Gift magical mornings with Nespresso Virtuo Pop. Compact and stylish, Virtuo Pop is made to meet every morning coffee craving. From espresso to coffee, hot or iced, at the click of a button. And celebrate the season with Nespresso's limited edition coffee flavors. Sweet almond and hibiscus, cinnamon and candied tamarind, and festive double espresso. Magic in the making. Shop the holiday gift collection exclusively at Nespresso.com.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, our holiday you're saving.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. This season, enjoy spacious, comfortable rooms and friendly service when you book with Hilton instead. Hilton for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by McAfee.
Finish your fantasy lineup?
No, but I'm joining this paid group chat with insider info.
Dude, seriously? Forward it to me. Security alert from McAfee. That group's as legit as that knockoff jersey you're wearing.
McAfee's scam detector is available in all McAfee plans for as little as $39.99 for your first year. Learn more at McAfee.com/online protection.